problem. It is a basic one. We are going to directly use the formula. So the surface tension of water. So you can note down the problem. So the surface tension of water in contact with air. So the surface tension of water in contact with air at 20 degrees Celsius is 0.0725. 0.0725 Newton per meter. Full stop. The pressure inside a droplet. The pressure inside a droplet of water is to be 0.02 is to be 0.02 Newton per centimeter square. Newton per centimeter square.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, your writings are not visible, sir.
கண்ணா நான் இனி எழுத ஆரம்பிக்கலப்பா, நான் டிக்டேட் தான் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்கேன்.
Okay, sir.
So the droplet of water is to be 0.02 Newton per centimeter square, greater than the outside pressure. Greater than the outside pressure. Full stop. Calculate the diameter of the droplet. Calculate the diameter of the droplet of water. Calculate the diameter of the droplet of water. Okay, so this is a simple problem. So from the problem itself, you can able to understand that we are going to solve a problem regarding with the surface tension of water droplet. Okay, so in my last class, we have discussed about 3 derivations regarding surface tension. So this particular problem comes under the first category. So we are going to solve the problem related with the droplet of water. Okay, so first I will write the given data, then I will proceed with findings. Okay, so the first given data, that is called so that now you can able to see my screen clearly. So I'm going to write a given data first. Okay. So what are all the given data? The first data is the surface tension of water in contact with air at 20 degrees Celsius, right? So the temperature of water is available, but this particular temperature given data is not necessary for these kind of problems. But also with that, you can able to note of this. So the temperature is 20 degrees Celsius and the surface tension is 0. So what is the unit of surface tension? No, sorry, it's not a unit. I'm going to say the symbol. So it is. So the surface tension of water at 20 degrees Celsius is 0.0725 Newton per meter. Okay, so this is what the value. Now whether you can able to see my screen clearly?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because I'm using this kind of method from last year onwards, so I know it will be clear. So if you're having any network issue, you can able to see my screen as a blur one, but it will rectify immediately. Similarly, the pressure inside a droplet of water is to be 0.02 Newton per centimeter square, greater than the outside pressure. Okay, so it is not a pressure inside the water droplet. Actually, it is pressure inside the water droplet is 0.02 Newton per centimeter square, greater than the atmospheric pressure. So you can note this value with the notation of P. So the value is 0.02 Newton per centimeter square. Okay, actually, so I'm going to draw the problem. So this is, please consider this as a water droplet. Okay, so this water droplet will have a inside pressure. Okay, it will be Pi, and also it is surrounded with the atmospheric. So it is atmospheric pressure. So this particular inside pressure is 0.02 Newton per centimeter square higher than that of this atmospheric pressure. Okay, so what is mean by this? ஸோ அதாவது பிஐ அப்படிங்கிறது ஸோ பிஐ அப்படிங்கிறது என்னவா இருக்கும் பி பிளஸ் 0.02 சாரி இட் இஸ் நாட் பி பிளஸ் பிஐ இஸ் ஈக்குவல் டு பிஏ பிளஸ் 0.0. Okay, so actually in our problems we need this kind of greater values. Actually you are having a formula, right? So what is the formula for this particular droplet problems? We have already derived this. So the formula, so that actually we have to find the what is the thing? We have to find diameter of this droplet. So we need to find the diameter of this droplet, particular diameter of this droplet. Okay. So the formula for this problem is P is equal to 4 sigma divided by D. Is it right? We have already derived this. So it is 4 sigma divided by D. So this is what the formula. So in this formula, actually, you need a value of pressure. Actually, it is a pressure force. So that means, particularly, we need these kind of values. In some problems, they will give you the value of pressure inside this droplet. So you should not use this value directly here. You need a value of the pressure inside the droplet is equal to a particular value, and it will be greater than that of the atmosphere. So you have to use these kind of values in this formula. நான் சொல்றது புரிஞ்சுதா? டைரக்டா ப்ரெஷர் இங்கே யூஸ் பண்ணக்கூடாது. இந்த இன்சைட் ப்ரெஷரை விட இன்சைட் ப்ரெஷர் வந்து பார்த்தீங்கன்னா அட்மாஸ்பியரிக்கை விட அதிகமாக ஒரு வேல்யூ கொடுத்துருப்பாங்க. அந்த வேல்யூ தான் யூஸ் பண்ணும். ஸோ நவ் யூ கேன் யூஸ் திஸ் வேல்யூ எக்ஸாக்ட்லி ஹியர் because this value is 0.02 Newton per centimeter square higher than that of the atmosphere. So you can directly use this. Before going to proceed that, please look at the units. So here it is in Newton per meter, here it is in Newton per centimeter square. Okay, so you have to convert this particular unit into meter square. Okay, so what is the conversion? It is 0.02 into 10 to the power 4. Okay, the value is 0.02 into 10 to the power 4 Newton per meter square. Okay, clear now? Now you can proceed with the formula, because in this formula actually you are having a value of P, you are having a value of sigma, and also we need to find this particular diameter of this droplet. Okay, so what is the formula that we can use it here? D is equal to 4 sigma divided by pressure. Okay, so D is equal to 4 sigma divided by pressure. So what is the value of sigma? That is 0.0725. And what is the value of pressure? So here you have to use this particular value. It is 0.02 into 10 to the power 4. Okay. Then what is the value of diameter of this drop? So use your calculator. Tell me the answer for this. And this is simple calculation. Please try to do it immediately. நான் இதை போறதுக்கு உங்களுக்கு இவ்வளவு நேரமா கொஞ்சம் குயிக்கா
Sir, 1.45 into 10 to the power minus 3.
Okay, so what is the unit?
Newton per meter square.
It's diameter per.
Sir, centimeter. Meter.
Please look at the given data. So we are substituting
Meter.
sigma in Newton per meter and also pressure in Newton per meter square. So it is meter. Okay. So the answer is 1.45 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter, or else if you want to convert this particular value into millimeter, it is 1.45 millimeter. So the diameter of this water droplet is 1.45 millimeter. Okay. So this particular diameter water droplet is falling to the water surface. Particularly, it is having a surface tension of 0.0725 and it is having an inside pressure that is greater than that of atmosphere is 0.02 Newton per centimeter square. So this is what the problem. Okay, so if you read the problem, it is very, you will feel it is very hard because it is application oriented problem. Okay, it is application oriented problem. அதாவது நம்ம ஒரு வாட்டர் டிராப்லெட்டோட டயாமீட்டர் அந்த வாட்டர் டிராப்லெட் டயாமீட்டர் எவ்வளவு 1.45 மில்லிமீட்டர். இட் இஸ் வெரி வெரி ஸ்மால் வாட்டர் டிராப்லெட். நார்மலாக உங்க கையில் வாட்டர் எடுத்தீங்கன்னா அதுலேருந்து ட்ராப்ஸ் கீழே விழுகும்ல, அந்த ட்ராப்ஸ் கூட வந்து பார்த்தீங்க அப்படின்னா இட் வில் ஹாவ் தட் ஆஃப் 5 mm 6 mm 7 mm. ஓகே, ஸோ நீ ஜென்ரலாக ரீட் பண்ணினா யூ வில் ஃபீல் இட் இஸ் வெரி ஹாட், but it is a very very simple problem. So if you know the formula, it is a very very simple problem. So these kind of problems will be asked in GATE exams because it is an application oriented. Okay, is it clear? Is there any doubt? Okay, so I think there is no doubt for you. Next I will proceed with the second problem. Okay, so please make a note of this second problem. So you can solve these procedures with the help of my YouTube videos. You don't have to do it right now. So just copy the question. That is enough. So the second problem. So we are going to solve with the second application that is called, I'll tell you the problem first. Find the surface tension. Find the surface tension in a soap bubble of 40 millimeter diameter when the inside pressure is 2.5 Newton per meter square above atmospheric pressure. 2.5 Newton per meter square above atmospheric pressure. I think you can solve this problem because you know the formula very well, particularly for the soap bubble. Okay, so the formula for water droplet and soap bubble is it's like a similar kind of problem. So just you have to multiply with into 2. Okay, so my procedure is that you have to write your given data first. So the given data that are the surface, then we have to find the surface tension. So in this problem, we are having the diameter. So the diameter of the soap bubble, it is 40 mm. So that means 4 centimeter, or else we can convert this into meter. Actually, we have to convert this into meter, that is 0.04 meter. Okay, because the pressure value is in Newton per meter square. Okay, so the pressure inside the soap bubble is 2.5 Newton per meter square above atmospheric pressure. Actually, we need these kind of values. Okay, so the pressure is 2.5 Newton per meter square. So you don't have to do the unit conversion. It's already in meter square. Okay. So the formula for this particular soap bubble is, we need to find the surface tension. So to find is sigma. So the solution is uh, pressure is equal to 8 sigma divided by d. So this is what the formula for the soap bubble. Okay, so the pressure is available. Similarly, the diameter is available. So you have to find the value of sigma. So you can directly substitute the values. So the pressure is 2.5 and 8 into sigma divided by diameter is 0.04. So what is the value of sigma here? What's the value of sigma?
0.0125, sir.
0.0125. The unit is
Newton per meter.
Newton per meter. Yes. Okay. Because pressure is in Newton per meter square. So you are going to take this diameter into the numerator of this left side. So Newton per meter square into meter. So it will be Newton per meter. So it is a simple unit calculation. Is it clear? So then, is there any doubt regarding this water droplet? So similarly, you'll be having a different kind of problems. So in this problem, we have a value of pressure and diameter. So we have to find the surface tension. So in our previous problem, actually we had a, surface tension and also pressure. So we found the diameter value. Okay. So in some problems, they will be providing the value of surface tension and diameter. So you have to find the pressure. So, but remember that if you are finding the pressure, it is not a pressure inside the cylinder. Actually, if you are finding with these formulas, you can able to find the difference between the atmospheric and the inside pressure. Okay, you can able to find only the difference between atmospheric and the inside pressure. So this particular P is the difference pressure between the atmospheric and the inside pressure. Okay, so we are going to solve these kind of the same pressure-oriented problem. Okay, so it is our third problem. So you can note down the third problem. So the pressure outside the droplet of water, the pressure outside the droplet of water of diameter is 0.04 mm. 0.04 mm is 10.32 Newton per centimeter square. 10.32 Newton per centimeter square. So within the bracket, atmospheric pressure. Within the bracket, atmospheric pressure. You can close the bracket now. Full stop. Calculate the pressure. Calculate the pressure within the droplet. Calculate the pressure within the droplet if surface tension is given as surface tension is given as 0.0725. Okay, 0.0725 Newton per meter. Newton per meter. Okay. Newton per meter of water. Newton per meter of water. Okay, so this is our third problem. Okay, no? So the first thing you have to do is you have to write the given data. Then you have to write the what are the values that we have to find. Next, you have to write the formula. So if you do that, you will get a procedure to solve the problem. Okay, so it is my opinion. So following this for any analytical problem, you can able to solve the problems easily. So the given data first. The pressure outside the droplet of water of diameter 0.04 mm. So the diameter of the water droplet is available, that is 0.04 mm. So look at here, it is very, very small. It is not meter, it is 0.04 mm of droplet. Okay. And the pressure outside the droplet of water is 10.32 Newton per centimeter square. But you have to be very careful with this pressure because this is the atmospheric pressure. So that is why within bracket they have provided that it is a atmospheric pressure. So you can't use this pressure exactly in the formula. Okay, it is atmospheric pressure. It is clearly mentioned that pressure outside the droplet of water is 10.32 Newton per centimeter square. So it is not actually, it is a pressure outside the water droplet. So that means it is atmospheric pressure. And similarly, we have to calculate the pressure within the droplet if surface tension is given as 0.0725. So the surface tension of this problem is available. So the sigma value is 0.0725 Newton per meter. Okay. So it is Newton per meter. Actually, you can able to see this problem. Actually, some persons will have a confused that the pressure is available in the given data, and also we have to find the pressure. But you have to be very careful that this is atmospheric pressure. We have to find the pressure inside the water droplet. So that means Pi. Okay, we have to find the value of Pi. Okay. So, and also if you look at the given data. So one data is in millimeter and another one is in centimeter square and another one is in meter. So you have to convert these data into a unit. It's a common unit. So first thing to convert this, it is 0.04 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. Okay. 0.04 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter. Next thing is pressure. Pressure of the atmosphere is 10.32. So it's actually it is 10.32 into 10 to the power 4 Newton per meter square. Okay, so 10.32 into 10 to the power 4 Newton per meter square. Okay, next we can proceed with the solution. So here you can use the formula of water droplet, that is P is equal to 4 sigma divided by D. Actually, you need to find the difference in pressure first. Okay, so you have to find the difference in pressure first. Then you can add this difference in pressure with this, with this particular value. Okay. Because normally the inside pressure will be greater than that of the atmospheric pressure. That is why you are having a water droplet. So if the inside pressure is smaller than that of the atmospheric pressure, then the water droplet will not be in a circular shape. சொல்றது புரிஞ்சுதா inside pressure தான் அதிகமா இருக்கும். So you have to add this value with this atmospheric pressure. So if you do that, you will find the inside pressure of the water droplet. So you can proceed here. So 4 into sigma. So the value of sigma is in Newton per meter. So you can directly use the value 0.0725. Similarly, the diameter is 0.04 into 10 to the power minus 3. So what is the value of pressure difference? What is the value of pressure difference? Now solve this.
Sir, 7250.
7250 unit. You don't have to confuse with the unit because you can check with the already previous pressure. It is Newton per meter square. Okay, so that is why I told you to convert this particular unit into Newton per meter square, because you can't able to add this Newton per meter square and also Newton per centimeter square. So both are different units. So you have to convert this particular unit into Newton per meter square. That is what we did here. So now you can use this value. Okay, so the pressure inside the water droplet is equal to P plus PA. So the value of P, that is 7250, and PA, that is 10.32 into 10 to the power 4. Okay, then what will be the value of this particular inside pressure? What is the value, Guna? So here it is actually 10.32 into the power 4. So the value is 1,03,200. Okay, so you have to add this value with this. So we'll be getting the answer. Now what is the answer?
1,10,450, sir.
1,10,450. 450 Newton per meter square. So you can do any unit conversion. Here you can actually we are converting in Newton per centimeter square into Newton per meter square, or else you can convert this particular value into Newton per centimeter square. So if you are doing that, you'll be getting a Newton per centimeter square. So the answer will be 11.045 Newton per centimeter square. Okay, so you can do whatever you are, what is the convenient for you. So that's all about this problem. So and also we are going to close the problems related with surface tension. Okay, so these are all the three variations of this surface tension. So the formula is very simple. So you have to use only with, three values. So if you are having the three values, you can able to solve any kind of method. So any doubts? Okay. So the next topic is that capillarity. So we have discussed about this topic in my last class itself. So we are going to solve the problem regarding capillarity. So in capillarity, yeah, actually there will be plenty of problems are available. So I will try to solve a minimum of three problems. Okay. So the first problem. So make a note of this. Calculate the capillarity rise. Calculate the capillarity rise in a glass tube capillarity rise in a glass tube of 2.5 millimeter diameter. 2.5 millimeter diameter. When immersed vertically, when immersed vertically in water, immersed vertically in water and mercury. Immersed vertically in water and mercury. Full stop. Take surface tension. Take surface tension sigma is equal to 0.0725 0.0725 Newton per meter. Newton per meter for water. Sigma is equal to 0.0725 Newton per meter for water, and sigma is equal to, so the second value, and sigma is equal to 0.52 Newton per meter for mercury. Sigma is equal to 0.52 Newton per meter for mercury in contact with air. In contact with air. Full stop. The specific gravity for mercury is, the specific gravity for mercury is given as 13.6, 13.6, and angle of contact is equal to 130 degree, 130, 130 degree. So that's all about the question. Next, we will see how to solve this problem. We have already derived the equation for capillarity. Okay. So here we can note down the given data. So what are all the given data? The first thing, it is calculate the capillarity rise in a glass tube of 2.5 millimeter diameter. So the glass tube diameter is available. Okay, so the glass tube diameter is available. So you can note this value with the notation called D, that is 2.5 millimeter. Okay, so the next value, when immersed vertically in the water and mercury. So we are immersing this glass tube in water and also in mercury. So this is actually, in this problem we are going to solve two variety of methods. So one is water and second one is mercury. Okay. So the take surface tension sigma is equal to 0.025. Sorry, 0.0725. 0.0725 Newton per meter. This is for water, right? Similarly, you are having another surface tension. So the surface tension will vary for different liquids. So it is 0.52 Newton per meter. Here it is for mercury. Okay. So the sigma value is for mercury. Next, actually it is having contact with the air also. So normally we know it very well. And the specific gravity of the mercury is given by 13.6. So the SHG, that is 13.6. So if SHG is 13.6, then the density will be 13,600. So you have to multiply this value with the basic density, that is 1000. So you'll be getting a density of Hg, that is kilogram per meter cube. 13,600 kilogram per meter cube. Okay. So the angle of contact, that is 130 degree, but it is for mercury only. So first read the line carefully. The specific gravity of mercury is given as 13.6 and angle of contact 130 degree. So that means this particular angle is only for mercury. Okay. So you can note this particular angle. It is only for mercury. That is 130 degree. Okay. So that's all about the given data. So what are all the values we have to find? Calculate the capillarity rise. So what is called capillarity rise? So the notation, that is H. So that means called we have to find the height of the capillarity rise. So H for water and also H for mercury. So we have to find both the data because capillarity rise will be only in water. So you'll be having a capillarity fall in mercury. Okay. So capillarity will not rise for mercury because you'll be having only capillarity fall in mercury due to that high surface tension. So due to this very high surface tension, so you'll be having only capillarity fall for this mercury. So look at the difference. For water, it is 0.0725, but for mercury, it is 0.52. So look at the difference. It is very high. Okay. So what is the formula that we can use it here? Basic formula, that is H, that is in capillarity. H is equal to 4 sigma cos theta. So this is the basic formula. From this, we have derived it to 4 sigma divided by rho GD. Okay, so you can use this formula for both the conditions. So the condition is water and also mercury, right? So you can use this formula for both the conditions. Is it clear? So the theta value for water is not available. It is not available in the given data. Actually, for water, the angle of contact will be 0. So that is why we have derived this step into 4 sigma divided by rho GD, because we are assuming that the angle for water is 0. So if it is 0, cos 0 will be converted into 1. Okay. So first we will find HW. It means called capillarity rise for water. Okay. So the value of sigma for water, that is 0.0725 and cos 0. So you can use it cos 0 divided by rho GD. So the density of water will be available. So actually it will be available in some problems. Maybe if the temperature varies, the density also varies. Okay. So in that condition, you have to use the particular value. If the density values are not available in the given data, you can use it as 1000. Okay. So please remember that in some problems, very few problems, will be having a density of water also. So in that kind of areas, you have to use only the particular density. But please, if you are having specific gravity like this, you have to multiply the specific gravity only with 1000. Okay. So the value of G, that is gravity, 9.81. And similarly, the diameter of tube is 2.5 millimeter. So it is 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 3, because you have to convert this value into meter. Okay. So what is the answer? So please don't use this cos 0. It is 1. So you don't have to multiply with this. Normally, most of you are not using the particular button called bracket. So try to uh, multiply with bracket. If you are using bracket, you will be getting correct answer. If you are not using bracket, then you will get only wrong answer. What is the answer, Kana?
Zero point zero one one eight.
0.0118.
0.0118. So the unit is meter. So we are having this particular capillarity rise in water. If you are immersing this particular diameter of pipe into the water. Similarly, we have to find the capillarity for Hg. So the formula is same, the ditto formula, but you have to use different values because this particular sigma value should be used for Hg. So 4 into sigma value for Hg is 0.52. So 0.52 into theta is also available. So that is cos 130 degree divided by the density of mercury, it is 13,600. Similarly, the density is gravity is 9.81, and also the diameter is same 2.5 into 10 to the power minus 3. Okay, so this is what the final step. So what will be the answer? The time is 10:45. So please quickly tell me the answer for this. What is the answer? Everyone try to use your calculator. If you are not using your calculator, then it will be very hard for the exams. You have to be with the regular practice. யாராவது ஆன்சர் சொல்லுவாங்கன்னு வெயிட் பண்ணிட்டு இருக்காதீங்க, சீக்கிரம் சொல்லி பார்க்கலாம்.
Sir, for cos 130, we should put cos 130 in calculator, sir.
Yes, you have to use cos 130.
Sir, minus 1.6.
Minus 1.6 is wrong. It's a wrong answer.
0. 4.
Minus 4.0085 into 10 to the power minus 3.
What is that? Please someone
So minus
4.0085
into 10 to the power minus 3.
It is also a wrong answer.
Sir, minus 0.0400.
0400. It's also a wrong answer.
0.0040, sir.
0.0040. So this is what the right answer. Minus 0.004 is the right answer. I told you that please use a bracket. If you are not using that, you'll be getting a wrong answer. And similarly, cos 130, if you are using a point values, at least you should use nearly 3 digits. Okay, so please don't close with the 1 or 2 digits. You have to use a minimum of 3 digits after the point. And also you have to close the third digit with, if the fourth digit is more than 5, you have to close the third digit with the increase of 1. Now the 0.5235 na, if 5235 வந்து என்ன பண்ணணும் 0.524 எடுத்து அப்படி எடுத்தீங்கன்னா உனக்கு ஆன்சர் கரெக்டாக வரும். So please look at here, we are having the H in negative symbol. So what is the meaning of this negative symbol? Here we are having H in positive, so that means it is capillarity rise. So there is a rise in the water level. But here it is in the negative. So what is the meaning of this? Directly opposite to this. If it is a rise, then what is this?
Decrease.
decrease. So you will be having a capillarity fall in the glass tube because it is mercury. So in my last class itself, I show you the picture. Only water you'll be having capillarity rise. For mercury, you'll be having capillarity fall. So that is what the answer here. So it is the right answer.